My name is Will McIntosh. My title is Director of BLET and Other Commission Programs, mandated by the state of North Carolina Training and Standards Commission. It teaches the student the basic skills that they'll need to go out and perform the duties as a police officer. The way that the program is broken down is it's 36 blocks of instruction. The blocks go everywhere from orientation all the way to firearms driving. They cover all elements of the basics of law enforcement. Each one of those blocks of instruction have training objectives in them with a test at the end of each block of instruction. And many of those blocks of instruction have practical exercise skills and proficiency skills that you'll have to test on as well. This program, with the 640 hours, it takes about 16 weeks. Once a student completes BLET, they will have a probationary law enforcement certification. They have probationary law enforcement certification, which will allow them to be employed by a law enforcement agency. This certification is the basis for each one of those in order to be employed. The job market for someone who completes my program is wide open right now. Law enforcement agencies all over the state are short employees, and there's a heavy demand for law enforcement officers now. So some of the specific areas of the program are some high liability areas like firearms, driving. We teach the basics of all of this. When you talk about firearms, we teach basic marksmanship skills so that the person is proficient with handling a firearm, because it requires daytime and nighttime proficiency. So we do a lot of practice in the daytime and then in the nighttime before we go into qualification. Another area is the driving portion. We teach basic skills for pursuit driving and just driving in a highly intense situation, because a lot of the driving that we do is under pressure. What we do here at JCC is we actually send our students to the North Carolina Highway Patrol driving school, or to their driving track, where their instructors take a 40-hour week of classroom and practical, and they're able to use the Highway Patrol's driving track and the best instructors in the state. So another area would be subject control, that we have a 40-hour week in that. There's one day in the classroom so that we can cover all the elements of training objectives and things like that, and then we actually teach the students how to handcuff, how to take someone into custody effectively. Physical fitness is a big part of our program. It is something that it's a 54-hour block. 8 of it's in the classroom, and then 24 hours of assessments are allowed, and then that leaves 22 hours for PT sessions. We typically go beyond that and continue a PT program throughout the program. Traditionally, that's how police academies are. You do some sort of physical fitness training throughout the entire program. First thing, in order for a student to find out more about our program, you can obviously look on our website, but my contact information is on there. Contact me about an interview. The interview is very informative, because I learn about the student and the student learns about the program. If we figure out that we're going to move on to the next step, I will provide application information. We have an application packet. It takes a little while because you have to get backgrounds and driver's history and transcripts and things like that, but I outline all that in the packet. I will enroll them in the program, and then we'll move on to the next phases of the process, which are getting fitted for uniforms, getting books, and getting ready for day one. I love watching the students grow during the class and see things click, and know that since I'm not doing it full-time anymore, that I'm putting people out there on the street that are going to be very competent and do a great job and treat the public fairly and treat the public with respect. I talk about that more off script in the classroom than anything else. It's about how you treat people. You can get a long way in this career with how you treat people.